Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. In this session, I would like to discuss how the inventory is really eating away the profitability. In the previous sessions, we discussed what is meant by profit leakage. Just to briefly tell you, profit leakage is nothing but the unconscious way the company is losing money, which should have become their profit. So you may probably, in a loose sense, you can call it as a wasteful expenditure. So unfortunately, the management accounting system does not capture under the heading of profit leakage. When you say leakage means when you are having a pipeline in which drinking water is carried and there are a lot of holes in the system and through which the water is leaking. That means at the end of the day we are wasting the resources. So in the same way, when you say profit leakage, it is essentially the entitlement profit of the company is being lost, and then finally the actual profit of the company is substantially lesser than the entitlement profit. When you say entitlement, it means that you are eligible for that much of profit. So we have seen many manufacturing companies which are supposed to make, let's say, about 10% profit. It ends up in making 4% or 5%. And if you really look at why that remaining 4 or 5% are being lost, they are invariably in the area of profit leakage. So one of the major profit leakage happens unconsciously is because of the inventory. Now we are not going to look into the reason why the inventory gets piled up, but as the business becomes bigger and bigger, it becomes more and more complex. So when the complexity of any system increases, gradually the losses also increases without anybody's knowledge. So we will get into that little later, but let us look at how the inventory is really leading to profit leakage. When a company is holding inventory which is in the form of raw material, in the form of working capital, in the form of finished goods, so the cost of money increases. When you say cost of money, what really meant is the money doesn't come that easily. It has to be taken in the form of a term loan from the bank, or it has to be borrowed from some other institution and then invested in the business. So the cost of money really means how much it costs for the company to procure the financial resources. So when the company is holding a higher inventory, obviously the cost of money goes up. On the other hand, because of the various system inefficiencies, the organization loses money in certain specific ways. Let us discuss that. One of the ways the company loses money is there's a customer walking in and asking for certain particular type of material, and the organization, although it has got inventory, but it does not have the right item the customer wants. And then the customer walks away and goes and buys some other product. Suppose you go and ask for a particular brand of toothpaste. If it is not available, you are not going to stop brushing your teeth. You will obviously buy the other brand of toothpaste. The company loses business, and that you can call it as a loss of sales. So that is one aspect of the effect of inventory. The second aspect of inventory is the company has got a lot of non-moving stock. So when you say non-moving stock, they were all manufactured with an intention that at some day it will be sold. But unfortunately, either the fashion has changed or the customer requirements have changed, or there could be a number of reasons that the prediction of the company has not become really true. With the result, the company accumulates material in the form of finished goods or raw material or whatever it is. They are not saleable. Over a period of time in the books of account, this gets accumulated, and the company doesn't want to show this as a loss, and hence they book it as in something else in the management accounting system. So the system gradually becomes more and more inefficient. So that is a non-saleable goods is one of the ill effects of the inventory systems. The third aspect is the organization wants a certain material urgently, but which they have not ordered before, and then they need to airlift the material from the supplier. Expediting cost basically. When you say expediting cost means you have got an order but you don't have the material, but you need it very urgently, then you, instead of bringing it through the ship, you are bringing it through airlifting. So that is expediting cost. So one of the ill effects of the poor inventory management system is expediting cost. There are other reasons in the retail market. They will have the stock in one location of the warehouse, but the material is required in some other location in the country. So with the result, they will be transporting from one location to another location. With the result, the cost of logistics goes up. So these are some of the examples of the poor inventory management system, which are essentially shown as a cost to the company, but it is not accounted as a profit leakage. So the other aspect of the inventory management system ill effect is that there are certain materials which are very sensitive for shelf life. For example, in a pharma company, if you have got an active ingredient or any kind of a sensitive raw material, you cannot store them for a pretty long time. So with the result, what happens after some time, the material is not usable because of the shelf life. So you need to scrap them. So this again is one of the example of a profit leakage. But they may not like to scrap it, but it will continue to be shown in the books of account as a current asset, and then at the end of the day, company loses money. So these are some of the aspects of we may call this as a key performance indicators of how efficient the inventory management system is. But unfortunately, the mankind has yet to discover what is an optimum inventory. So many of the Japanese companies have gone to the extent of saying, I must have zero inventory, that is my optimum inventory. That means, why do I need inventory? So this appears to be far from the reach of many of the underdeveloped countries for the very simple reasons that they never gone into the system re-engineering in their company, so that there can be a huge amount of opportunity in optimizing the inventory, if not zero inventory. So it's very important to understand how are we quantifying the profit leakages because of the inventory management system, and look at those numbers as the cost of poor quality. Why we are calling quality? Because this is one of the total quality management aspect of a business. So when we are willing to look at these numbers as the profit leakages, then it receives a lot of consideration for bringing in better systems. So these days there are wonderful concepts and systems are available, technologies are available, by which a company can optimize the working capital in a more efficient manner. So finally, the inventory are measured by stock to turnover ratio. What do you mean by stock to turnover ratio? Is nothing but what is the sales value of the company and what is the inventory value that they are holding. So when you are finding the ratio of the inventory value over the sales, it gives you an idea what is the stock to turnover ratio. That means the sales value in the numerator and the average stock held by the company as a denominator, then you get something number which is greater than 1 normally. But there are many companies which are in the decimal numbers, which shows that for the sale they are doing it, they are holding huge amount of inventory in their company. So going forward, we will discuss more and more deep dive into this subject to understand why business leaders have to take this topic as one of the most important improvement area. Thank you very much for your kind listening, and look forward to talk to you more and more on the topic of inventory management. Take care.